What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Josh at Rise Above Health, back with another video today on the Primal Life Real White Teeth Whitening System. I've been noticing that my teeth aren't as white as they used to be and decided that I'd like to try and do something about that without necessarily going to the dentist's office. I have nothing against dentists, I just wanted to try something easy that I could do from the comfort of my home. So I looked around and saw a few options. Most traditional teeth whitening systems normally use something called hydrogen peroxide, but then I found this kit by Primal Life, which claims to be a more natural solution. It uses natural ingredients and LEDs. The kit is promoted by big names like Dave Asprey, JP Sears, and both of whom I've seen advertisements for this product. Today, I'll be doing an unboxing of the kit, breaking down the research on the ingredients and the company's claims, and then I'll give you guys a preview on what I intend to do next. Just to drop a quick hint, I'm going to be using this to whiten my teeth. Before we get started, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, and if you find the contents of the video interesting, be sure to comment for the algorithm. Alright, so first let's start with the unboxing. The Real White Teeth Whitening System includes LED integrated mouth tray with touch power button which turns the LEDs blue, red, and a combination of both blue and red. The kit also contains 10 tubes of whitening paste for a total of 20 treatments, with a proprietary blend of oils, diatomaceous earth, activated charcoal, and petalmidoperoxycaproic acid, or just PAP for short, and something called Hydroxyapetite. I think I'm saying that right. Lastly, a charging cable is included for the mouth tray with USB. First impression, the kit smells great. Smells like your local dentist's office opened up a Reiki or yoga shop in the back, or at least it smells very minty. The instructions included in the kit are shown here inside. There's a booklet. First, you dry your teeth with a paper towel. Open up the gel pod and squeeze 1/4 of the pod into the top half of the mouth tray, then another quarter into the bottom half of the mouth tray. Next, tap the power button to turn on the device. One tap will turn on the blue LEDs, another tap will switch to red LEDs, and a third tap will turn on both red and blue, and a fourth tap shuts the power off. Primal Life claims that blue light is good for the whitening process, and that red light is good for the gums and reduces the sensitivity of your teeth. Using both, they claim, works synergistically to combine the effects. I mentioned at the top of the video, the kit uses PAP and hydroxyapatite, or apetite. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, it's one of those two. These are relatively new compounds in teeth whitening compared to the more standard treatments most dentists and treatment kits use, which are typically peroxide based. For your knowledge, I will briefly compare the available research on PAP and hydroxyapatite versus hydrogen peroxide, and then we'll get into any available information on the color of the LEDs and whether that improves your oral or dental health and the whitening process. If you want to skip the research, go for it by using the time markers in the video description. First, we have the main whitening ingredient in the whitening agent, called PAP. What is PAP? PAP stands for petalmidoperoxycaproic acid, or just PAP. From Wikipedia, PAP is a synthetic organic peroxy acid. The compound is mainly used as a bleaching activator, alternatively to or together with hydrogen peroxide in moderate laundry conditions. It is also used as a tooth whitening agent. PAP is a white odorless crystalline powder at room temperature. Most whitening kits today use hydrogen peroxide as the primary tooth bleaching agent, and there are a ton of these kits on the market. As subscribers may know, I like to break down the latest science on the topics I review, and also for this video I looked into the efficacy and safety of PAP as a teeth whitening agent. So far, there is only one study done on the effectiveness of PAP for teeth whitening. A 2021 study entitled A Radical-Free Approach to Teeth Whitening. Quote, laboratory studies assessed the effects of 6 10-minute exposures to PAP Plus versus a commercial carbamide peroxide and hydrogen peroxide gels. The effectiveness of PAP in vitro, with a total of 30 human enamel slabs, unlike hydrogen peroxide gels, PAP gel did not erode enamel, did not reduce the surface microhardness of enamel either. PAP gel used on polyphenol stains was superior to 6% hydrogen peroxide. In this model, 6 repeated 10-minute treatments with PAP gel could improve the shade by approximately 8 Vita Bleach Guide Shades. And here's what that looks like in the image here. These laboratory results show the safety and effectiveness of this new PAP formula. Keep in mind that it's the only paper currently on PAP safety and effectiveness for teeth whitening, so typically this would be considered not nearly enough research to be conclusive. Now let's check out the other major ingredient in the Real White system. From Wikipedia, hydroxyapatite is an inorganic compound of the bone tissue and is often used in the reinforcement of scaffolds designed for bone tissue engineering. Hydroxyapatite is chemically similar to the mineral component of bone and hard tissues in mammals. It has been used in orthopedic, dental, maxillofacial applications, or reconstructive surgery, and can be replaced with bone formation via osteoconduction. Furthermore, from Wikipedia, osteoconduction is the ability of a bone substitute material to encourage bone growth onto its surface. As for hydroxyapatite's uses in dentistry, as of 2019, the use of hydroxyapatite, or its synthetically manufactured form, nanohydroxyapatite, is not yet common practice. Some studies suggest it is useful in counteracting dentine hypersensitivity, preventing sensitivity after teeth bleaching procedures, and cavity prevention. Due to its wide range of uses, there are many more studies available on the efficacy or treatment effectiveness of hydroxyapatite, so let's look at some of the literature to learn more. In a 2021 meta-analysis and systematic review of the effects of hydroxyapatite on cavities, hydroxyapatite provided 17% protection against cavities. And the other 17 trials had simpler outcomes for anti-cavity treatments. Next, in a 2020 observational study of a toothpaste containing hydroxyapatite, entitled Daily Application of a Toothpaste with Biomimetic HP, Subjective or Patient-Reported Hypersensitivity, reduced after a 4-week use of the hydroxyapatite toothpaste. Patients assessed their tooth surface as smoother, tooth color as whiter, and reported a stronger feeling of freshness after 4 weeks of use hydroxyapatite toothpaste compared to the previously used toothpaste. In conclusion, the tested toothpaste with HAP is well suited for individuals suffering from hypersensitivity because subjective symptoms on hypersensitivity were reduced. Additionally, patients reported smoother and whiter teeth after using the toothpaste. In another 2020 study entitled In Vitro Whitening Effect of Hydroxyapatite-Based Oral Care Gel, quote, a gel formation with biomimetic hydroxyapatite as active ingredient was developed. The formulation was tested with respect to its tooth whitening properties in an in vitro study. The study demonstrated a significantly higher whitening effect of the hydroxyapatite gel compared to the mouth rinse and water after a short time application. Next, a 2021 randomized clinical trial entitled Effect of a Nanohydroxyapatite Paste on Bleaching-Related Tooth Sensitivity. Within the limits of the study, it was concluded that the use of the hydroxyapatite paste was associated with a statistically significant reduction in the number of days of tooth sensitivity experienced during the bleaching process. Finally, a 2010 12-week clinical trial entitled Effect of Whitening Toothpaste on Tooth Staining, quote, 150 patients with tooth discoloration were assigned to use one of the 3 toothpastes including hydroxyapatite, calcium peroxide, and placebo. They were examined at a baseline and after 4, 8, and 12 weeks. No significant improvement was observed using the 2 methods. However, a subjective lighter tooth color and less staining were perceived by the participants in all 3 groups in a non-significant manner. Moreover, there was a significant improvement in the gingival and plaque index in all 3 groups after 12 weeks. So basically, brushing your teeth is good for your teeth. The toothpaste containing hydroxyapatite or calcium peroxide did not produce any reduction in tooth staining compared with placebo fluoride toothpaste. From this, we see a demonstrated ability of hydroxyapatite to reduce tooth sensitivity during bleaching treatments, as well as a marginal increase in the whitening capability of gels with hydroxyapatite included, whether real or perceived by the patient. Next, no studies have been conducted with regard to diatomaceous earth clay on teeth whitening, but silica, which is one of the main compounds in diatomaceous earth clay, is commonly used in many toothpastes. From one blog at wrigleyvilledental.com, quote, there are now several all-natural products on the market that have added diatomaceous earth to enhance effectiveness and to whiten teeth. It helps to remove plaque and calcus, or tartar, and will help prevent or improve the condition of periodontitis or gum disease, as well as gingivitis. Finally, the last of the major ingredients in the kit whitening paste are bentonite clay and activated charcoal. Proponents of charcoal toothpaste claim that it acts as a magnet, pulling tartar, bacteria, and stains from your teeth. In fact, in the developed world, activated charcoal is the most commonly used poison control treatment. That's because activated charcoal binds to toxins in the gastrointestinal tract, preventing their absorption. I found no systematic reviews or meta-analysis on either of these ingredients, but I did find one review on the specific case entitled Charcoal and Charcoal-Based Dentrifices, a literature review. Quote, sales of charcoal, toothpaste, and powders have rapidly emerged into the internet marketplace. The authors conducted a literature review to explain the efficacy and safety of charcoal and charcoal-based dentrifices. Dentrifices means toothpaste or tooth powder. 2 studies offered nonspecific cavity reductions. 3 studies reported negative outcomes, increased cavities, enamel abrasion, and a non-quantified negative impact. And 1 study indicated only that brushing with raw charcoal had no adverse effects on oral hygiene. 7 other studies reported only on the use of charcoal for oral hygiene. 1/3 of the charcoal dentrifices or toothpaste/powders contained bentonite clay, and 1 contained betel leaves. The results of this literature review showed insufficient clinical and laboratory data to substantiate the safety and efficacy claims of charcoal. Larger scale and well-designed studies are needed to establish conclusive evidence. So the jury is out on the activated charcoal, bentonite clay, and diatomaceous earth, but anecdotally it seems that many people believe these items can be useful in teeth whitening. However, more studies are needed. Next, the kit has red and blue LEDs as a part of the whitening process. The company claims that red light soothes gum tissue and blue light whitens the appearance of your teeth. There are 3 treatment modes: 16 red lights and 16 blue lights, or both, for a combination of 16 red and 16 blue. So let's see what literature we can find on this. You may have seen people getting hit with bright lights on their teeth in the dentist's office as part of their whitening treatments. I will be mostly checking out the effects of red and blue here to evaluate this product, but I may add in a follow-up video more information on the white light systems that your dentists use. In a 2010 randomized clinical trial entitled In-Office Dental Bleaching with or Without Light Activation, the study aimed to evaluate the effects of 4 in-office dental bleaching methods on shade change, color stability, patient satisfaction, and post-operative sensitivity. 40 patients were randomly divided into 4 groups. Immediately after bleaching, there was a significant difference in color change between the 4 groups, with the blue curing light group having the best results. In general, the use of different lights for activation of an in-office bleaching agents did not affect the long-term results. Tooth sensitivity was mild and short-lived. In conclusion, using light activation with in-office bleaching seems to increase efficacy of treatment only for a short period of time. Next, a 2013 study entitled Antimicrobial Effect of Photodynamic Therapy Using High-Power Blue Light Emitting Diode. Within the limits of this study, blue light was found to have an antimicrobial and anti-growth inhibiting effect on P. gingivalis. Next, for the red lights, I found only 1 study. Like I said before, the Primal Life website claims that red light is good for your gums, so this may shed some light on that claim. The red lights were found to increase cell viability, or the proportion of cells alive in a group, and reduced oxidative stress. Of course, remember this is in vitro, so conducted in a test tube and not in the human body. Lastly, there was one study on combining red and blue light, which is something that the Real White System kit allows you to do. I won't get into the full science of it because it's complicated, but the conclusion was that irradiation with red LED biostimulated the viability of ontoblast-like cells, whilst blue light had unfavorable effects on cellular metabolism. So, what is a possible takeaway? From these limited studies, it appears that blue light may have temporarily beneficial effects on whitening and possible antimicrobial effects, but may increase oxidative stress. But red light can decrease that oxidative stress and increase cell viability, or the portion of cells surviving from a group. Based on this, I would say it may be best to use the setting of the Real White System that uses both blue and red at the same time. Certainly, if you're going to run the blue light alone for a more whitening effect, you should run another cycle with the red light afterwards. For the next video, I will use every treatment in the kit, so 20 treatments, and then take quick shots on my phone every 5 treatments or so. Then, I will follow up with a video to demonstrate any progress with the color of my teeth. So what do you guys think about the information? If any of you guys have used this system, let me know if it worked for you. I'm personally looking forward to trying it out. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.